Hey guys, what is going on? The Zip of RageQuitTV, casting the game between FXO.qxc. You may have heard of this guy. He's an extremely good Terran player, and coL.Catz playing on Complexity Standard. Well, this is just his Smurf account. He is an extremely good Zerg, and these two players have a little bit of history. It's not a bad history. qxc used to be on Team Root, and Root was Katz's clan. Of course, Root sold out to Complexity, but qxc was, I believe, the very first player to leave Team Root, and I think he left it for FXO right away, so I'm not exactly sure of that. It was back a long time ago, but I'm sure these two guys are very friendly with each other. And that SCV is going to be throwing down that 10 supply depot, going to be walling off as soon as possible. We'll see exactly what Katz does. I'm assuming he's going to go for a 15 hatch because, well, what Zerg does not 15 hatch? Almost every Zerg will be doing that. He is getting some more drones out. Meanwhile, qxc, he is just at 12 food now. That SCV is waiting. He's kind of just sitting there having a smoke break after he finishes the supply depot. And now he's going to be throwing down that one barracks. And how does he carry so much metal with him? Holy but Jesus. He can build those barracks fast. That's something that's never made sense to me. I mean, the Zerg drones kind of setting up a tent and expanding like mad. I guess that kind of makes sense. But man, those SCVs building command centers or barracks instantaneously, that does not compute. Drone Scout is going out at 15 as he throws down this one hatch. I don't know what this is going to do. If I was playing, I'd set out the Drone Scout around 13, hoping I see my opponent in a Tal'Darim altar. I may not even scout because it's so big. But seeing if they 2x me, I would be going for a super fast speed and throw down an extractor before my pool. If they're not 2xing me, I'd delay my gas just a little bit because I'd be using a spine caller to defend against Hellions. And that's what it is. It's either going to be a 2x or a Hellion opener. It's so rare you see an opener not like those two. On this map, however, it could be Reapers, and that may be why Katz sent out that early drone in qxc. SCV dancing around that Vespane geyser, and you may be thinking, what? Reapers? Yes, Reapers. You bring two SCVs and build bunkers right here. It is so obnoxious because that Reaper can protect the bunker from this low ground. You go to try to take it out. Well, it just jumps on the high ground, goes in the bunker, and then you are absolutely SOL. So I'm assuming that's why Katz sent out that scouting drone a little bit late. Just wants to ensure there's no tech lab going down on this barracks. And he's going to know it is going to be Hellions. Those Hellions are going to get to his base around the, let's see, I guess 5:45 mark. Generally speaking, you always want to start building a spine caller between 5:05 and 5:15, as that will guarantee you get the Hellions, the spine caller up before two Hellions get to your base. Katz going way early at 4:20. He may be doing this if he doesn't really know if qxc went for a gas first. Of course, we know qxc didn't go gas first and got that barracks and then got gas at 13. But maybe that's why he's getting the spine caller early. We'll see just how early this finishes, and watch the timer. 5:45 is generally when the Hellions do get into your base. He's starting those Hellions now, and they have a 30-second build time. So it's going to be coming out around 5:30. And then 15 seconds for it to trek across the map. That is pretty on spot. So the spine caller now finished, and about 30 seconds. So it's not a huge loss to Katz. That spine caller going up 30 seconds early is just going to be wasting 20 minerals. Not too much, but I mean, it's all about those micro timings and fine-tuning your build, I think. If you don't need to get the spine caller, why bother? There's Hellions now coming up, and about 5:45, they are at halfway across, so I think my prediction was a little spot on. And that just happens ever so much, and I have seen Rhett, since Katz went for this early queen, Rhett, when he does that, he doesn't even get a spine caller until the 5:45 mark, so he has it done when 4 Hellions get to his base, because 2 queens can easily fend off 2 Hellions. And then, of course, you got the 3rd queen up in the main for injects, and if the Hellions go up there, well, that's 3 queens to deal with them. And Katz is going to be walling off with Evo Chambers. It looks like he may be going for early upgrades, or just expecting mass Hellions out of qxc, and that would be correct, as we do have blue flames on the way, so I don't think he's going to be stopping Hellion production anytime soon. This one queen kind of gets in a little safe spot, and oh, there's a creep demon, goes down instantly, gets ignited. QXC just macking up, getting a bunker up. He doesn't need to, but of course he does not know that. And those Hellions just going back and forth, being as annoying as they possibly can. The Queen's getting a few cheap shots on them, and then the Hellions just back up. We do have +1 melee on the way for those Lings. Doesn't have any armor upgrades, and that Blue Flame may take Catz by surprise. We don't see any more Hellions going across. There is one out here and one in production. But still, that's only 5 Hellions. You may not think that's a lot, but they can toast Lings like it's their job. And I'm kind of curious what QXC is going to do from this. He is just keeping map control, except kind of gave it up right here as that tumor does go down. And now 2 Queens going to be fending off. Those Hellions going to be kiting those Queens. This one Queen, or both Queens, getting a little low on HP, and both at half. And those Hellions going to try to deny that creep spread as much as they can. Lings going down to attack those Hellions. Blue Flame just about done. If those Lings go in again, I guess they won't because, well, those Hellions are there. And is QXC going to put a Hellion on top of this and start attacking with his own? No, it does not look like it. But those Lings are coming to go for those Hellions. They do get toasted. Lots of Lings going down here. That one Queen going way off the reserve. The Spire just about done. This is a very early Spire for Catz. Catz loves, and I don't know why he did that, as those Hellions could hit both of those with one volley. But Catz loves going for early Spires. That Spire is going to be finishing around the 9-10 mark. Those Mutas going to be out just at the 10-minute mark. Generally, you don't have to worry about Mutas for, I guess, the 11 minutes is generally when you start worrying about them. At 10:45, Catz going to be out just about 30 seconds early, which does not sound like a lot, but it is, because that's around the time you go 30 seconds early. You catch a person trying to exploit these micro timings, saying, okay, your Muta shouldn't come out till this point in the game. Well, the Mutas get to the base when the missile turrets are just starting. And QXC did not have his Marines in the bunkers when those Lings started fighting. And, Catz did quite a bit of damage that you may not think it was, but killing those Marines just before these Mutas come out is definitely a big deal. And the problem with going for, oh no, he does have plenty of Mutas. 6 Mutas on the way. They're going to see this, and I'm not sure if QXC had caught a glimpse of that. I believe he did, and he doesn't have any missile turrets. That eBay, I don't even think it's started. So QXC is going to be taking quite a hit here. There is a bunker with a few Marines there, but a few SCVs do fall, and now Catz can try to pick off these lone Marines as they do come back home. And Catz needs to be a little bit more active with the Mutas, but his passivity is going to pay off as he does not take out that Hellion. Wait, is he going to? No, he doesn't. There's Mutas still just hanging out. QXC getting missile turrets, so Catz didn't really exploit the fact that QXC did not have missile turrets, did not have medevacs out, and let him get 2 up. So he did have an eBay, I believe, before those Mutas hit his base. He just did not start any missile turrets. So it was that micro timing as I talked about earlier. QXC just being caught a little off guard. Losing Valon, I guess, 5 SCVs because of that, and a few Marines, and it did stop QXC's push into Katz's base, and that is something to note, because it allows Catz to take out those destructible rocks and go on for his 3rd base. These Mutas kind of just dancing around the base, going to be picking off this gas, and that is pretty big deal, but those Marines do come and stop that. There is one Marine just sitting right here. I'm not sure exactly what this thing's watching out for, and Catz is going on his 3rd base right now. The drone is going, and the hatch is being built, and there's another hatch over here, which that one Marine will scout. So QXC does a very nice job with this one Marine right there. Does come in, sees his hatch, and starts shooting at it. So now Catz knows that QXC knows about that, and this Tech Lab could go down just before combat shields. 10 seconds left. SCV's pulled off to repair, and yes, they will get the repair off, but he does lose a few SCVs because of that. Catz almost making a huge hit on that. But QXC a little bit too fast, does get that repair. He had 6 workers killed, now it's 11. So 5 SCVs killed to finish this combat shields, which, again, every little bit helps. Going into this, 43 SCVs versus 56 drones. And there's a lot of Lings on the map for Catz, just kind of going across the map. He did take out that one Marine that was up here and is getting drones and overlords. And, lots of Banelings being morphed. Does he have that speed upgrade? Is researching. I should put that production tab back on. but those Hellions do have blue flames, so those Lings have to be careful. The Mutas want to engage those Hellions before the Lings do. And Baneling's coming in. They could get huge hits, and yes, they do. Big hits indeed. Now those Mutas are going to be cleaning up the Marines, and those tanks have to hightail it out of there. QXC is losing a lot right here. Marines do stem up, and now those tanks are safe, so maybe I was wrong. QXC did not lose as much as I thought he would. Captain in turn lost a lot of Mutas trying to pick off those tanks. More Banelings are being morphed. Medevacs with tanks and Marines moving out to this one watchtower. The tank's not in siege mode just yet. Lings are going to be chasing that one Marauder. There are Banelings morphing up here. And QXC better be careful as more and more Lings are coming across. He needs to go in siege mode. Picks up that tank, saving it from those Mutas. Very nice micro there, and he's got to go in siege mode very shortly. He is at that watchtower, but he's going to keep on moving out. All of Katz's units are back here. He is going to be going in for that counter-attack. These supply depots are down. Is he going to raise them? He's got to, and that one, he kind of does do a supply depot dance, allowing those Lings to get into his base. That bunker is going, but QXC is up here doing a lot of damage. Those tanks do get in siege mode. Banelings do come from both sides. Those Marines do go down with the Mutas taking out those tanks. Very nicely defended by Katz, but QXC defended that run by as well. It's 80 supply to 112. That command center did get stalled just a little bit. The bunker is being rebuilt. Katz looking like he is in the lead, but those Marines, let's see, what are the upgrades at? 1-1. Katz is at 1 air weapons and 2-2 on his Lings. Katz has a pretty big lead. QXC is going to have to do some miracle drops to come back into this game as Katz now just going on his 4th base, getting them saturated. He had them up for quite a while, but now he is just saturating them. And, doing a decent job at injecting. He doesn't have many queens, though. I think only 2 queens out on the field. Yeah, only 2. For his, 5 hatches, because he does have that 1 macro hatch. And this one queen is busy, man. She is vomiting all over the place. Holy cow, she's in charge of vomiting on 3 hatches. That is one bulimic queen. Those rocks are getting taken out by QXC. And again, he is only at 1-1 while Katz is at 2-2. He has 2-2 on the way, but that is nowhere near completed. More Mutas on the way with a lot more Lings and another hatch? Where is that being built? He's got another macro hatch. Katz loving his macro hatches and not loving his queen so much. And Baneling's coming in. QXC could lose a lot, but it looks like he does some great micro. Saves a lot of those units. 110 supply to 135 Katz, banking 1,700 minerals. So that is why you see him getting these macro hatches, so he can just dump those minerals into more Lings. Does not have any guys in this gas. Does not have any guys. Well, those gases are now morphing. And could use guys in this gas, as I said. 1,400 minerals, almost no gas, less than 100, because that's where his, like, demand is. And, well, Katz needs to. There he goes, putting guys on his gas now. Big drone transfer as his main is starting to mine out. Pathogen glands has started, and that will be bad news for those Marines. There's no other way to put it. A lot more Lings coming in from Katz. Looks like he's going to gear up to do a run-by on this 3rd base. Maybe he's just going to scout. So the Mutas going to be coming into this. Those Marines get pulled over here to deal with the Mutas, and now those Lings going to be coming in. QXC did have a sensor turret up, but I don't think he saw it in time, or he was just way out of position. Instead, he is going for... no, he is not going to be going for it. He is going to save his base, I guess. This run-by Katz just did a lot of damage, and Katz going to be taking yet another base. And QXC's base is in ruins over at this 3rd base. 48 SCVs, 288 drones. QXC way behind in this macro. 150 supply to 183. And QXC has a lot of units now moving across. This push has to win the game, I think. It would do a lot of damage. Katz still banking a lot of minerals. But QXC has a pretty scary army. His army is actually larger than Katz's. And Terran's just overall normally more efficient. That +3 has started. There's Baneling's coming in. Some nice micro by QXC. Still lost quite a few Marines. And I think Katz can just give up those Banelings because he's near the supply cap with 3K minerals banked up. So using Banelings right now is very good. He kind of wants to just trade units because QXC can't reinforce like Katz can. And Infestor coming across, and those tanks do take it out. Fungal Growth goes off, but it didn't do that much damage. And now QXC just slowly moving in. Again, QXC has to do damage with this push as he's so far behind. And that Econ, 51 SCVs, 294 drones. Marines do go up there, now going to be luring back. A big flank comes out from Catz, but it's looking like QXC is going to hold this. He has such a nice spread, and now those mutas could be going down. QXC actually taking the supply lead. Oh my god, QXC, his +3/+3 is about a quarter of the way done. He's going to be coming up in this. That Spine Cola does go down. Now the Queen is going down. There's an Infestor that's going to get a big fungal growth off on a lot of those Marines. Those medevacs do not have much energy. And now the Marines can no longer stim unless they start getting healed by the medevacs. And that is big news, but we have 4 tanks right here. And Catz could be in trouble. QXC pulling off what a great comeback. And it looks like Catz is going to defend it right here. But what has QXC mustered up in the back? He has more Marines and a tank moving out. And now that medevac is going to be picked off. QXC at 110 supply, Catz at 157, just remacking up like a boss. 3k minerals in the bank, and I'm surprised QXC has not done many drops at all. Catz just getting gas at this one base. And Marine's going to come pick off a few of those Baneleys, and that is absolutely huge, picking off all those Baneleys for free. Killing these drones, not a big deal, as Catz has too many drones to begin with. The Lings are set up in the back so they can do a little bit of a flanking maneuver. And this Marine's going to be taking out the greatest spot from this low ground. No Corruptors on the field to my knowledge, so no Broodlords. Actually, one Corruptor is on the field, and it looks like Catz wants to take this out before that greatest spot goes down, and he looks like he will. QXC cannot hold here, and it looks like Catz was trying to do a little bit of counterattack, but QXC had Marines there just protecting that base. This one Overlord just chilling out right here, vomiting the creep, or just crapping the creep out. The Marines now are 3-3, and that is a scary moment for these Zerg players. They do so much damage once they start stimming up, and yeah, they just do so much damage. And a big flank goes off from Catz. He has had such good positioning, and these Baneleys do so much damage. This may be the killing blow to QXC if he can't come back from here. A lot of medevacs are being picked off. Actually, a lot of mutas not chasing them as more Marines do come across, but more Broodlords on the way. 165 supply to 115. And QXC is stocked up on this gas while Catz is stocked up on the minerals. Kind of funny how opposite the two players are right now. That one muta, that sucks to be him. He goes down instantaneously. Another hatch is being built all the way down here. Marine's going to be coming up to attack this 1/3 base. The Broodlords, they're waiting for them. Siege Tank goes in siege mode, then immediately gets out of siege mode. Not much he can do here. And QXC, again, on his last limbs. Phone Growth does whiff, but it's not going to matter too much. This muta's going to clean up those Marines. And does Catz have adrenal glands? No, he does not. But he has bases everywhere. Does not have much creep spread, but who needs creep spread when you have just so many units? 171 to 114. And QXC is going to need some type of epic maneuver to come back into this game. QXC is just sitting on that watchtower. The mutas flying around the map, and looks like, oh my god, I kind of missed that drop. Catz does cancel all those buildings, whatever they were. I don't think Marines could take out that many buildings simultaneously, but who knows? They are 3-3. And yes, I was just making a joke there. And this muta's going to come up and clean up those Marines. And now QXC is going to go with this small hit squad up here, but there are Banelings, Infestors, and Broodlords waiting for them. Phone Growth goes off, hits quite a few Marines, and now the Broodlord's going to be spawning Broodlings all over those Marines' faces. And that tank gets Fungal Growth rooted in place, and now it finally goes down. Another hit squad of Marines are going to go up and attack this one base. QXC not really mining anymore. And now going to be picking off this one Overlord, and Broodlings chasing those Marines. Muta's going to be going down. But no, just too many mutas to this small number of Marines. And now the medevac is going to be falling. QXC's units are right here. Does take out those few Banelings. Is going to go take out this one base. But Catz has many other bases. Oh my god, those Banelings actually did a tremendous amount of damage. That base will no longer go down. And just look at all this yellow across the map. Catz is playing Zerg like it's meant to be played. Banelings being morphed in here. Oh my god. Oh. I don't care if there's action going on right here. I want to see these Banelings. I just want to see this happen. Oh. Don't GG yet, QXC. This has to happen. Oh my god. Those Banelings are going to do so much damage. Ling's gonna come over here. Those Marines are gonna clean those Lings up. There are a few Spine Callers, Broodlords being morphed, and here we go. Those Banelings are moving. Oh wait, there's 4 Marines on a bunker. Boo! That was anticlimactic. This one base is gonna be going down. QXC has a lot of Marines, but they all get fungal growth, and now another fungal growth that kills them all at the same time. And Catz can still mine out of this one gas comfortably. There's Broodlords now attacking QXC's natural, but it's not mining anyways. The bunker's going to burn to the ground with Marines in it. And how do they not die when the bunker explodes from fire? They're going to just sit there. They don't run away. They're just sitting in the rubble like, yeah, it's no thing. We're just here. There's Broodlords are going to get taken out by this clump of Marines, but Catz doesn't really care to my knowledge. I mean, he's got a base over here. He's got a base over here. He's got a base up here. QXC? No. You don't really have any minerals left. Sorry to say it, QXC, but Catz looking like he is in a dominating position. Those Marines are going to get picked off. And now Supply Depot is going in ruins. And I think the thing was these Infestors did so much damage. Let's see, do any of these have an absurd amount of kills? 20 kills on one Infestor. Not that many considering it is an Infestor, but man, has he taken out a clumps of Marines with those. And Supply Depot is going down. QXC going to go in, try to attack this one base again. Does he see about... He knows about this base, does not know about these 2 bases. And there's a clump of Marines right here going to try to clean up those Broodlords. As QXC does go in this base, going to clean that up. And let's see, what does Catz have over here? 2 Broodlords, a few Banelings. And he's moving all his Lings across. And oh my god, that is one weird conga line of SCVs. And QXC did land his natural command center, I believe this was, over here. And 2 Banelings could do so much damage. SCV is going to decide, okay, we have to join the fight. And then the Marines die and the SCVs start running for the hills. More Marines do come. And Catz does still not have the adrenal glands or 3-3. And oh my god, those Banelings. I don't even know how many SCVs there were, but all the SCVs do go down. I think there was about 60 SCVs 5 seconds ago. Oh, that hurts. GG. Oh my god, I want to see that really fast. Oh my god, let's just see this. Okay, it wasn't as bad as I said. He's got 32 SCVs. And now those SCVs are going to be going back. Going back. Uh-oh. 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 Okay, the Banelings didn't do much, but there's fungal growths. That was the killer. And QXC GG's after that. Very well played by both these players. Hope you enjoyed the cast, and I will see ya next time.